Guess what, y'all? I am still in Arizona. Obviously, as you guys can tell by my little setup over here. I gotta keep it real with you guys. The more that I've like stayed here, I'm thinking maybe I can actually live here. It's really throwing me off. I think because I've just been at like so much peace, which I haven't had in such a long time, that I'm kind of like, maybe I like this, but then I don't know like permanently. Do you know what I'm saying? I've already been here now, oh my gosh, a total of 2 weeks, which I had told my brother I was gonna come for 10 days, and then turns out I'm gonna stay for 3 weeks, maybe even a little bit longer. I don't know. My brother's probably like, girl, you need to get to step in. Although low-key, I've been like so bored. I've been cleaning his apartment. I've been cooking like every single day. Like legitimately, I'm looking up TikTok recipes and cooking every damn day because I'm like, what else is there to do? Obviously, in California, I have all of my friends, so I'm like so used to hanging out with them or going out. You know what I'm saying? And over here, I'm like, I'm just here filming, cooking, and cleaning. That's just what I'm doing. But I do have to say, so far I've kind of been liking it. I don't know if I'm like, oh, like should I move? The only thing that is killing me, well, two things that are killing me about over here, okay? Sorry to ramble just a little bit before getting this video. Is one, the weather is absolutely terrible, okay? Like for today, for example, it's 115 degrees outside. My brother's AC is set to 80 degrees and it feels cold. Like that's how you know it's insane when you have the AC set to 80 degrees and it actually feels pretty cold. 115 degrees, as soon as I step outside, I legitimately feel like I'm going to have a nosebleed. I get a headache. Like I'm not even being dramatic. I'm like, this is just like too much for me on a daily basis. And especially because y'all TMI, but clearly you already know I'm fat. So it's just kind of like, damn, as soon as I step outside, I start sweating in like every single crevice. And I'm like, oh, I can't deal with this. Like it's really, really bad. But other than that, well, actually, the second thing, what's up with the freeway system over here? Please let me know. If y'all are from Arizona, y'all know this like 101 loop and it literally just goes in a circle, but then everything inside the loop, there's literally no freeways whatsoever. And I'm just like, this is kind of annoying that like if you have to get to somewhere inside of the loop, it's going to take you like a 20 to 30 minute drive. I think it's like really kind of annoying. But anyways, other than that, I'm kind of like, maybe I should move out here. I don't know. Maybe I should move out here and then I just like won't go outside for 5 months out of the year. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Anyways, y'all, I am sorry. I know y'all didn't click on this video to hear me ramble about Arizona. I just wanted to give you guys an update because I know all of you guys were like, oh my gosh, your new film setup. I'm like, it's not my film setup. This is literally just like I'm filming in front of the window right now. And this is my brother's apartment. Like, look at my brother being like so much more mature than me, like over here working 2 jobs to pay for this damn apartment, which I'm over here like, oh, let me come and leech off of him. I'm totally kidding. Anyways, y'all, duh, you guys clicked on the video because we're talking about Daus Mendoza and this guy Ryan J. Okay, if you guys did not see my other video before, they are beefing right now. Basically, this all got started because Ryan had came out and said that Daus had blocked him, so then he was throwing some shade at him. I gotta keep it real. I do find it to be a little bit annoying, like when people, you know, obviously block you for no reason. At the end of the day, it is their decision. Y'all know that I've said before with Michaela Nogueira, like, I kind of got a little bit pressed that she totally went out of her way to block me on TikTok. And just in case, because I have seen some comments before when I do talk about Michaela, people just don't get it. Like, there's been a couple people saying, like, okay, if you're making videos about her, I'd block you too. And I'm like, yeah, I totally get that. However, I made videos about her on YouTube and she blocked me on TikTok. Make that make sense. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I thought was, like, really weird because I'm like, so you saw my YouTube video and then you went out of your way to block me on TikTok. I have never made one single TikTok talking about her. I've never commented about her. So to me, I was just kind of like, oh, that's a little bit annoying. However, like I didn't get on the internet and start like throwing shade at her and talking trash about her. I'm just kind of like, okay, at the end of the day, it's obviously everybody's decision to, you know, get out there and block whoever they want to block and follow whoever they want to follow. And I feel like that's, you know, totally fine. It's the name of the game for whatever reason. And I don't know the reason. Daus Mendoza wanted to block Ryan. Let's just go ahead and keep it real. Like maybe he found him annoying. Maybe he didn't like his content. Like maybe he didn't like his nails. Like y'all, obviously the list of reasoning can go on and on and on. However, I just really wouldn't take it that personal because at the end of the day, not everybody is going to like everybody. And I feel like that is totally fine. Like honestly, we're all like that. Like I hate to say it, but like just keeping it real, there are several content creators that I'm scrolling through TikTok and I personally have blocked them too because I'm like, I never want to see their content again. They annoy me so much. So I totally get it. Do you know what I mean? However, at the same hand, I do understand that it could be, you know, a little bit annoying because you're like, what the hell? Like, what was the beef? But, you know, I just wouldn't take that personal. So anyways, this guy Ryan had spoke out about it. He spoke out about it again. And I do got to say, and I'm not even like throwing shade if you guys watched my last video talking about this subject. I did say that I actually do kind of like this guy Ryan. From what I have seen about him, he seems very unapologetically him. And I really like that. And my reasoning for that being is because y'all, this is why I say that I like Tana Mojo too. I like people who are authentically themselves and they don't fear cancel culture. because I really do feel like people on social media this day and age are pressured by everybody to have to like think the exact same way, and I don't like that shit. Like, I like a person who gets out there and has their opinion and stands firm by their opinion. And I feel like that is a good quality, even if I necessarily don't agree with their opinion. However, I hate when like people think that you have to think the same way to follow a person or like a person. Like when people literally announce their, exiting to me on my comments, like, oh, you said this, I disagree with you, unsubscribing. I'm like, just because you disagreed with me on one thing. Like, y'all, there was one person recently within my comments who was like, I've been following you for years. However, I don't like that you said this, unsubscribing. I'm like, so you've been following me for years and you don't like that I said one thing and you're unsubscribing from me, then I don't even want you as a viewer. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if you watch people and you expect them to have the same exact thoughts as you, that's weird. Like, it's literally giving like cult-like mentality. To me, I like watching differences of opinions because I really do think that's how you get your mind growing and like, getting out there and thinking a little bit differently. This is what I always say too. I love having a diverse friend group because I'm like, y'all, getting to have conversations, serious, deep conversations with friends who have difference of opinions, I think, okay, this is just me, is so healthy if you are a rational, sensible person. And this is why I like this guy, Ryan. However, I do got to keep it real, okay? And I know this is going to sound so, like, shady, but I don't mean it to be shady. I'm really surprised that Daus is even entertaining this, and he actually made a TikTok addressing this too, like, basically throwing some subliminal shade back at Ryan. And the reason why I feel like it's really, I don't know, kind of like out of the blue that he's actually entertaining this is because he's so much more popular than Ryan. Okay, so this is how you guys can tell that Ryan is obviously getting underneath Daus's skin. So I actually do want to go ahead and start this off by playing one clip from Ryan's where he is addressing the situation. And y'all, some of the things that he's saying, I have to say, as a fat ass, I'm like watching this video and there's shade. Like, y'all, the fact that Ryan literally says like Daus had to wear a waist trainer, I'm naturally thin. I'm like, both of them are so damn skinny that they're like throwing shade at each other. Well, I guess Ryan's mainly just throwing shade at Daus for having to use a waist trainer. And I'm over here like, the way a waist trainer wouldn't do jack diddly shit for me because I'm so damn fat. Like, honestly, I would literally look like chorizo shoved into a damn packaging. Do you know what I mean? And they're over here like, oh, you have to wear a waist trainer just to get your waist in. And I'm like, both of them are so damn skinny. Like, honestly, y'all, they probably look like anorexic compared to me. Like, I'm just over here like, this is the type of shade that skinny people throw at people. Like, I just think this is so damn hilarious. Check it out.
Daus said I'm broke. Okay, cool. Cool. Daus has to wear a faja. Okay? Daus has fillers in his face. Daus had to get his mother to talk about me. My mother, first of all, let's start with the mother part. My mother will wash him and her. Point blank period. That's one. Two, I didn't have to touch my face with the damn thing. And I'm how many years older, like y'all say? Oh, okay. I don't have to wear a faja. My waist is naturally snatched. Chill on, Daus. Girl, let me tell y'all something. Stop bringing up people, stop bringing up things in my chat that y'all not ready to hear about. Okay? I have my own personal experiences and my own shit that I feel. And you hoes don't ever have to resonate with it, but I'm gonna say it. Okay? I am not a build a bitch. Nobody ain't ever have to build me, mold me, none of that. Okay?
Okay, I don't know where like the moms got involved in this, but not him even saying that his mom will literally wash Daus's mom. I think this has got really, really messy, okay? Moving on within this little story over here, I do have to say this. I only have one clip of Daus even like addressing this situation, so I don't know like where these comments had came in. Like, honestly, y'all, sometimes my TikTok For You page, you know what? I gotta keep it real with you guys. Before the TikTok ban, obviously it's still not banned, my For You page was so much better. Like, everything was so like, say, for example, I watched this one video about Daus and I'm like, oh my gosh, like being nosy, reading through the comments. Like the next day, if there's like a part 2 or something, like it will pop back up on my timeline. Like it knows that I was interested in that. And now I'm like, damn, I find myself having to do a little bit of searching. And I was obviously searching to see what else Daus has said about, this whole entire situation and like how the moms even had got involved in this, because I was like, where did this drama come in with the moms? And like Ryan over here saying that his mom will literally wash Daus's mom. Like, I'm like, damn, this shit is getting crazy. Anyways, though, okay, for my fellow fatties out there, okay, this is just for the fatties, okay, not the skinnies. How do you guys feel about him throwing shade at Daus for saying that he has to wear a waist trainer to get thin, when I'm sitting over here like, look, I've watched Ryan before. I actually talked about him before because he was throwing major shade at Astrovino before, and he's actually funny. However, with that, I was like, this is all you got? Like, honestly, I feel like at the end of the day, when you're like two skinny people, it's like, what are you gonna talk shit about somebody's body for? Do you know what I mean? Because I'm like, you guys are both skinny, and like Daus didn't obviously have to use a waist trainer to get skinny. I'm over here like, that's the shade right there. Like that's literally the shade. Oh, but speaking of Daus's shapewear or oh my gosh, corsets, whatever the hell they're called. What are they called actually? Like what's it? Because they're not called a corset, a shaper, no, waist trainer. I guess it's called. Did you guys see that supposedly, allegedly, that like they're manufactured in like Colombia and that the workers only get paid like $2 a day or something like that? I was like, oh damn, like. It's kind of like a sad reality, but I feel like in all these other countries like China and stuff like that, I'm like, I've heard that before to where like some workers get paid like 10 cents an hour. I'm like, oh damn. And especially because the pricing of his stuff was really expensive. Anyways, y'all, if you guys cannot tell, I'm in a rambling mood today. Literally, I'm sitting here like I'm so bored. I haven't talked to some of my friends in such a long time because I'm over here like, you know what, let me just enjoy the moment over here in Arizona. And I'm like, oh, that means I'm gonna talk more to you guys. I apologize, but y'all signed up for this. Anyways, I do want to go ahead and play this clip right here to where Daus is actually throwing subliminal shade at Ryan. Check it out.
I would be pissed as too. I would be jealous as too. I'll be honest. If I wasn't me, bitch, my blood would boil every time I saw me. I just woke up, bitch. I ain't getting no beauty sleep, and I still mop a bitch. No, literally, I would be so jealous of me too. Like, I'm hardworking, my bag is up, my mom is pretty, my money's long, my man is sexy as f, my Bronco is sexy as f, my new house is sexy as f, all my friends are sexy as f, my fans are sexy as f. Like, I'd be so pissed at me. I'd be so jealous. So jealous.
There y'all heard Daus right there throwing a little bit of shade, but I do have to say this. Look, I know he's young, I know he's rich, I know he's successful, okay? Obviously, he's famous, he's getting all the brand deals right now. However, if I was him, I would be a little bit cautious, to be honest with you, because I feel like when you are that young and that successful, and obviously, yes, he worked for it, he wasn't handed it, it's not like he's a Nepo baby, do you know what I mean? I would be a little bit cautious though with being so egotistical because obviously the way he's coming across right now is that he's richer than, better than, and all these things. And it's like, y'all, social media can go down at any given time, and then what do you have to fall back on? So to me, sometimes being so egotistical can be a little bit dangerous because you can get hit off that high horse very easily. That's all I'm saying, because I really do feel like, yes, he is young, but I'm like, oh, okay, like, you know, you're being a little bit extra here, but obviously I totally get it because Ryan, in my opinion, okay, I could be wrong on this, Ryan, in my opinion, did start this beef, and I do think that he was being vocal about it first because he had saw that Daus, you know, blocked him. I gotta keep it real with you guys. Like, I'm like, okay, it's really not that deep. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you obviously hadn't talked about him before, like, whatever, so be it. You know what I mean? Because honestly, y'all, I'm blocked by quite a few other people who I've never even talked about before on social media. Like, I'll go to be nosy and like look up a page and I'm like, oh, I'm blocked. Well, I guess they just didn't like my content. That's just it. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I know like, hey, I'm not for everybody, and that's fine because not everybody is for everybody. I do want to go ahead and play one last video right here to where Ryan is saying that he won because he got Daus bothered. Check it out.
Someone said, are you and Daus still beefing? No, I won. The moment I got a response, not one, but two, I won. I don't care what the fans say, because everybody was like, oh, you're not here, you're not there, you're not on this level, you're not on that level. Okay, well, clearly I am. And clearly we clocked it.
There y'all heard him say right there, he got 2 responses, so he won. And this is what I do got to say about this. Well, one, by the way, too, I couldn't find 2 responses. I only found that one that I played with in that video. So if y'all know any tea about the other response, please let me know. I did see on his page that he like did a little video like rapping along to, you know, some lyrics or whatever, which I guess technically could be subliminal towards Ryan. But I do have to say this. I do agree. Like, I feel like when you have internet beef with somebody and you're like calling them out and they don't like, you know, mention your name or throw any shade back, then it's kind of like you're the one that looks dumb. It looks like you're reaching. It looks like you're clout chasing. So I do have to say the fact that Daus did respond, I don't know, I kind of, you know, gave Ryan what he wants, I guess, because I'm like, at the end of the day, Daus, and I'm not even being shady, okay, it's just the truth. Daus is obviously more famous, more rich, more successful, all these things, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm kind of like, wow, I feel like if he would have just shut his mouth, then maybe Ryan would have been over here, like, even more pressed. I don't really know. Either which way, I do gotta say, I gotta keep it real, okay? You guys can call me Switzerland in this because I actually like them both. Y'all know I've said before about Daus, like, I've seen him I'm gonna be real with you guys, and obviously my opinion can change, okay? But ever since Daus actually gave a negative review to One Size, knowing that Patrick Star is his friend and he has worked with One Size before, as soon as he gave that boba something primer a negative review and said that he didn't like it, I was like, wow, he really earned my respect, and I really did think that he was honest, because he was like the first time, like, I'm so sorry, like, let's go ahead and keep it real here. When has Manny MUA ever got out and done a makeup review about one of his friends' products and said, you know what, I don't really like it? Like, I really do feel like that's rare. So for Daus to do that, I was like, oh, I like him. And then from what I've seen of Ryan, he seems very honest, and I like him. So at the end of the day, I like them both, but this is just little pettiness over here between two little twinks, and I just feel like at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. Make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.